Some stories of war survive, not because they were written down, but because someone refused to forget. In the quiet fields of northern France lies Lochnagar Crater, the scar of one of the largest explosions of the First World War. It's a place where thousands died, and where one man, Alfred James Moxham, may still rest to this day. This isn't just the story of a soldier, it's a story of a brother, a best friend, and a promise kept for over half a century. Alfred James Moxham was born in March 1882 in Potterne, Wiltshire, the son of James and Mary Ann Moxon. We know little of his early life, but when war came, Alfred, like so many others, answered the call. He joined the 6th Battalion of the Wiltshire Regiment, which landed in France in July 1915. That September, they faced their first great trial, the Battle of Loos, where heavy losses scarred the battalion but did not break it. The following summer, the Wiltshires were thrown into the Battle of the Somme, a name now etched into history as the bloodiest day in British military history. On 1st of July 1916, the earth shook with the detonation of an enormous mine beneath the German lines just south of Boisselle. This explosion created what we now know as Lochnagar Crater, the largest man-made crater on Earth at the time. Despite the destruction, the British failed to hold the ground. The next day, the task of assaulting the crater fell to the Wiltshires. At 4 p.m. on the 2nd of July 1916, Alfred Moxon went over the top, advancing with his younger brother William and his best friend Roy Bealing. Together, they reached the crater and began to scramble up its far side. Then the German machine gun opened up. The fire swept across the lip of the crater. Alfred, seeing the gun, froze. A moment's hesitation and he was cut down. Roy and William had the unbearable duty of burying Alfred where he fell, at the bottom of the crater. Later that year, a Canadian war correspondent visited Lochnagar and recorded seeing a simple wooden cross planted in the earth. On it was a single word, Moxon. A photograph of that cross survives, one of the last tangible links to Alfred's final resting place. But after the war, during the great search for bodies and the reburial efforts, Alfred's remains were never found. It's believed he still lies there, beneath the soil of the crater, alongside his fallen comrades. Today, his name is carved into the Thiepval Memorial to the missing, among 72,000 others who have no known grave. He was 34 years old. Alfred's story might have been lost to time were it not for one man. In the late 1970s, Richard Dunning, who would go on to purchase and preserve Lochnagar Crater, met an elderly visitor standing silently at its edge. The man was Roy Bealing, Alfred's best friend, who had buried him with his own hands. For decades, Roy had made pilgrimages to the old battlefields, honouring Alfred's memory and that of the over 650 men from the 6th Wiltshire Battalion who never came home. Through Roy's devotion, Alfred's story lived on. Today, Lochnagar Crater is not just a scar of war, but a place of remembrance. Beneath its chalky slopes may rest Alfred James Moxham, a brother, a friend, a soldier whose name will never fade, thanks to the bond of those who loved him. If this story moved you, consider subscribing to the channel, or sharing this with someone who values remembrance. And let me know in the comments, have you visited Lochnagar Crater? Do you know of a soldier's story that still resonates today? Because remembrance lives on, not in stone, but in the stories we tell. Lest we forget. If you like listening to the stories of the history of those who came before, then please give the video a like and subscribe to keep updated about future videos of the history of those who came before.